Developing tonight, it has been nearly 3 months since the FBI said it would not prosecute Hillary Clinton over her use of a private email server. And today that decision was the subject of an intense grilling on Capitol Hill, as FBI Director James Comey passionately defended his bureau's investigation. In a moment, we'll hear from Oversight Committee Chairman Jason Chaffetz, who's been leading the charge to reopen this case. But first, we turn to our Chief Intelligence Correspondent, Catherine Herridge. Catherine?
Megan, Republican lawmakers claiming today that at least 2 people working for Clinton lied or misled the FBI and still kept their immunity deals. The Colorado-based IT specialist Paul Combetta was singled out. He took the 5th on Capitol Hill because he destroyed the Clinton email archive, knowing there was a congressional order to preserve the records. And it was alleged today Combetta recently tried to destroy these online requests for help, wiping a very VIP email address that turned out to be Clinton's.
And then the clincher. The clincher. Just last week, he's going online and trying to delete these Reddit posts. He's trying to cover up his tracks. He's trying to cover up the cover-up.
And Jordan said based on the FBI's own records, Combetta was doing the bidding of Clinton IT specialist Brian Pagliano, who set up the server, and Cheryl Mills, who was Clinton's personal attorney, and like Pagliano, also got a deal from the Justice Department, though the FBI director disagreed. And based on this email, another Republican charged today that Mills misled the FBI, telling them she didn't know about the Clinton server until after they left the State Department in 2013. But a full 3 years earlier, in 2010, Mills wrote this email to a Bill Clinton aide asking if the server was up and running because Clinton was back from a trip. Today, Democrats said the complaints are about politics.
We all know nobody would be even talking about it if if Hillary Clinton weren't a presidential candidate. This is pure political maneuvering.
But privately, a senior Democrat told Fox tonight he's worried about the destruction of records because that investigation has legs past November. Megan.
Catherine, thanks. Joining me now in a Kelly File exclusive, Congressman Jason Chaffetz, chairman of the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. Great to see you, Mr. Chairman. So let's just zero in on Cheryl Mills. She's Hillary's top aide, and she's also Hillary's lawyer. And she was given a much broader immunity deal than you knew. Tell us about it.
Well, she not only got immunity from handling or mishandling classified information, but also obstruction. So nearly a year after the FBI initially seized the computer and thumb drives from the law offices, almost a year later, suddenly Cheryl Mills gets an immunity deal that protects her against obstruction and mishandling classified information.
And one of the things that she claimed, as Catherine just outlined, was, I didn't even know about the server until 2013. Yeah. But now this email surfaces from 2010 talking about how is the server up and running. So who did she lie to? To you? Did she lie to the FBI?
Well, I think she lied to everybody. I mean, to the FBI. I mean, I'm the one that brought that up to Director Comey, and I said, how is it that the FBI report concludes that she did not know about it until after it became public, when back in 2010 she was sending an email to Mr. Cooper. Now, Cooper works for the Clinton Foundation, or Bill Clinton. He does not work for the State Department. So when there's a problem with her email, what does he do? She sends an email to this person asking, is the server okay? And this person, Mr. Cooper, writes back and says, oh, you're funny. You're on the same server. So, come on. There's direct evidence.
What did Comey say to that? How did he justify the FBI's conclusion that she didn't?
He doesn't. He doesn't. And what makes no sense with Cheryl Mills, not only is she a witness, not only does she have to get an immunity deal, but she's also Hillary Clinton's attorney, and she's allowed to sit in on the interview. So what's the takeaway here?
To the American person, sitting at home, why do they care about Cheryl Mills and this, possible deception and so on?
Because they're worried that the Lady Justice has a little different blindfold in place when it deals with the Clintons. We issued a subpoena on September 15th of this year, and these documents that were on Reddit were destroyed 4 days later. I want the FBI to go in and look at that. I want Hillary Clinton, if this was just a mistake, why is it that everybody's pleading the fifth and having to get immunity deals? I want Hillary Clinton to look in the camera and tell people there's immunity, they're not going to prosecute. Tell Congress and tell the American people the truth. Right now, we can't get to that truth.
We'll continue to follow it. Great to see you, sir.